Make a move, make it matter.
Yeah.
Forget the rest.
How y'all feeling?
You're rocking with the best radio station on the planet. SDM Live Unplugged.
Hey everybody, it's your boy BX, and it's another episode of We Serious with my host Promo YS and Mr. Cool Maurice.
What up, dog?
So this is Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Holiday to everybody.
Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever y'all believe in and as on Christmas, and so but it's a good time. It's a good season to come together, family, kids, everybody, man. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate that passion of family, that love of family, because like I said, we lost a lot of people this year. Over the years, we lost people. So it's time to come and celebrate, honor the lost ones, but also honor the ones that's still here. So we here today, to bring cheer to everybody. All y'all that show, we're going to give y'all all the appreciation and clap and applause and all that. So
receive your flowers today.
See y'all flowers and
every day after.
And Merry Christmas and New Year's. And how we going to go into the new year with a big bang? What's y'all goal for next year and all that? So we got our special guest in the building. So our special guest, we got Miss Super T, young rapper, upcoming superstar in the making. Then we got
What's up, Super T?
What's up, Super
Blessings.
T?
And then we got Mr. Miles X Dope, hottest promoter in the city.
What's the deal?
Then we got Mrs. P Dot, Mrs. Rapper of the city.
Yes, sir.
And then we got Mr. Arthur.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Arthur?
From
Mr.
Hampton.
Shout out to Hampton University.
Hampton University. Then we got Mr. Boone.
Blessings, baby. It's a blessing today.
Mr. Shim God.
And
I appreciate it. I need my blessings too, man. I definitely do. We all do.
And we got the principal from Henry Ford High School.
What's up, everybody?
Greetings, sir.
Yes,
Greetings.
sir. Education first. And then we got Mr. Death Fresh Clothing Line. He here to represent his clothing line.
Respect.
So like I
Sponsorship.
say, holler at
Respect.
him if y'all need that gear.
Yeah, tap in to
You know,
Dead Fresh Clothing.
Tap in if y'all need that custom design, whatever is on your idea, he got it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to just start the show. So, Promo?
So Super T,
There we go.
I've been seeing you out here working.
Hey,
What you got going on? What's new out here? What you working on? Mixtape? What you got going on?
The movie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what's the name of the movie?
It's called.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Take your time.
It's called Hey Little Mama.
Hey, little mama, why you want so fun? Yeah, I remember that song.
That's a hot song, too.
It really
I like
was.
that song. Okay.
Hopefully a lot of, I got a question. What you want for Christmas? That was just a random question. Anything you want specially anything that you've been hoping to get that you haven't gotten years?
You don't want nothing for Christmas?
Go ahead, say it. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell them what you want.
You don't want nothing for Christmas?
Maybe it's safe to say you're already getting your blessings every day.
Tell everybody what's on.
Yeah, she's probably receiving her blessings every day, I'm sure. Really, really talented, for sure.
Pops.
iPhone, tablet.
You can even say you want a feature for somebody. Is it a feature that you've been wanting to do?
You want to do a song with somebody?
Anybody out here that you really like outside of Michigan that you kind of think that you would sound good with?
All I want for Christmas is
You want us to come back? We can come back to you.
Do you want money?
I never
Want money?
Money. Huh?
Have you seen her perform before?
No, I heard it was good.
She can perform.
I know.
I ain't never
You know, I'm
seen
trying
her
to spark
in
that energy. I
I've never
heard.
seen her in the shop, but she can perform.
Uh-huh.
Every time I see her do a showcase, she win. She win every time I see her
Wow.
perform. I be like, huh?
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Sugar T.
I see she got a song with Stretch Money.
Uh-oh. How's that doing right now? You like it?
All I want for Christmas is
That's what's up. No, she focused. She focused. I don't blame her. Yeah. That's a serious question. I got to get it right because people listening. I know. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh, she good. Take your time. Don't do that.
She like, all these people must be asking. I'm about to cash in.
Right. She being careful. She like,
She knows she's gonna get it.
that's cool.
Come back to him.
Yeah, we can come back.
Okay, we got Mr. Miles X Dope, the hottest promoter in the city.
Shout out to X
Good.
I see you got that thing going on Rocky Bad tonight.
Oh yeah, we celebrating her annual Christmas party. She do it every year, and this the first time she's been able to take it to us. This the first time that she's done it in a big club. You know,
Shout
she
out to
usually
Rocky
do it in
Bad.
smaller
Shout out to X Dope.
venues. So for her to do it at Club Blue,
That's
I
big.
heard, like she been sold out of booths and
Wow.
performance slots, vendors. Like it's about to be very, very nice tonight. So I'm definitely on the event to support her.
Real.
You know, it's really hard for females, period, whether they're a female promoter, female rapper,
Shout out to
female
P. Dot.
singer. Females, just period, it's just harder for them. And, you know, damn near all these industries out here is male dominant. So I just definitely be trying to just support our black women out here.
Real.
That's real like that.
Definitely real. Yeah.
Got the university in here.
Mr. Arthur.
Arthur.
Yes, sir.
So what you major in university? What you major in?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to my cousin Maurice. And
You're welcome.
Yep. So my name is Arthur Harrington from Detroit, Michigan. You know, I graduated from Cass Tech High School, number 1, second to none. Nothing to Mr. Henry Ford, but but yeah, now I attend Hampton University. I major in political science with a concentration in pre-law, and you know, I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and I'm just grateful to be here to just share what I'm grateful for and what the things that I've learned and during my time at the university.
We appreciate you. You make Detroit look good. All of us do. Appreciate everybody at the table.
Like that. Okay, next to you.
P. Dot.
She was on a
What
big
up, though,
shout.
everybody? My name P. Dot,
Respect.
female hip hop artist from Detroit, Michigan. Been grinding hard, you know what I mean? So, I'm just blessed to be here. It's a blessing to be seen and not viewed. You understand me? So, happy holidays to everybody. Y'all keep on grinding. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. So, other than that, if y'all got some questions, I'll answer them.
I seen you on that big show.
Oh yeah! Shouts out to Uncle Trick Trick. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Trick
definitely
Trick.
Gave me,
Goon Squad.
Gave me a lot of love, and shouts out to Swifty McVeigh.
Shout out to
got
Swifty.
Detroit Life too. I'll be on that. Dropping after the new year. So between last year and this year, dropped 8 solid projects. Went on 2 tours, 22 videos. We working.
Wow.
So like he said, it's very hard for female artists out here. We got like a double whammy against us first.
How about this? This make y'all 10 times stronger, though, right?
I mean, well, we
That's
need
what's
that
up.
support, though. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, we
need
here
that
for you.
support,
Yeah, we
very,
here for each other.
It's like, I'm gonna tell you with the grind. It's a person to know and see you working, see you talented, and they just refuse. You know what I'm saying, to give it to you. And plus, I'm not like the typical female artist. I'm not showing. You know what I'm saying? I speak my reality.
Meaning you're not selling your body.
I'm
You're
not
selling
selling
your
my body.
knowledge.
I'm selling
I
knowledge.
respect
I'm
that.
selling where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically a soundtrack of where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Being a female artist is not all peaches and cream. It's not all gravy and stuff. But what I will say is the grind made me, you know, where I am today. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my management in the back.
Shout out to your manager.
Varsity Music Group. Shouts out
Varsity
to my
Music.
partners, Midwest Parish, Ashes Everywhere. Shouts out to my boy Chides, Mason May. He couldn't be here today, but you know, I'm definitely the type of person. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna show you I can.
I hear that.
You can't tell me that.
I hear
It's
that.
gonna happen. And if you in the way, I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna run right over you. So to Super T down there, baby, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody get in your way. You know, keep working, keep grinding. Make sure you have fun in this. Don't let nobody take the fun out of it, baby.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's real. Who we got next to you, Cool Maurice?
Oh, we got Mr. Shim Guy himself. Shout out to Shooting the Shits
Blessing
podcast.
everybody.
I got a blessed building one time. Blessing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
first off, like I said,
How
it's
you
a
doing?
blessing to be here. Appreciate everybody for having me, man. Shout out to my big homie, Big Worm, here with me.
Shout out to Big Worm. Appreciate you for being
Part
patient.
of the new podcast I'm working with, man. He kind of just soaking up the game, so we just shimming, you know what I mean? And just liking to be here. Yeah, we just shimming, and you know, and blessings to be here and be amongst the brothers and sisters, kings and queens, you know?
Okay.
So it's a blessing, man, you know? Shout out the promo, too. What's happening?
What's happening?
What up,
Shim,
though?
it's a
Promo.
blessing, man. Y'all cool, Shim?
All right, next to
we
him
cool.
Yeah,
is my
we on our cool
principal,
Shim. Get back to you.
Mark Mayberry, class of 2013.
Yep.
Go ahead,
Shout out
principal.
to
Tell
you,
him what you got going on.
Oh man, much love to everybody. I'm Mark Mayberry. Promo Deshaun, this is my man. I raised him at Henry Ford High School. I was principal there, 12, 13, 14. I'm principal at Hope Academy here in the city. So I also have my own company, man. Shout out to my man's right here, MSU Varsity Music, doing this thing. I got a company, Exam Experts. We've been out here 2 decades helping, you know, young people out here get from high school to college, get scholarships. We probably hit 50 million.
Wow.
You know, we rolling real quiet, just getting it done, just like you all, just putting that work in.
Right.
And so I'm just out here to support, you know, and just got love for everybody, what you're doing.
Thank you.
Getting your voice heard, making
Thank you.
sure you out here every day, keeping people on top of everything, what you're doing with your promo, what you're doing in the music. You know, we just got to keep getting our voice heard.
That's true.
We have to make sure we make our voice heard. And as far as what my lane is, you know, it's just helping young people, man, that want to succeed, get to college. Shout out to you for what you're doing at Hampton.
Mr.
And
Harrington.
really, but get to college, and if they want to go to college,
Right.
if you may not want to go to college, but you can go into another program and post-high school training, as long as you're doing something positive
Integrity.
and developing your skill sets,
Right.
you can get out here and make it happen no matter what you do.
No matter what.
But for those that want to go into the university, we want the university to pay for it.
Yes, sir.
Instead of us having to come out of our
I
pocket.
hear that.
Can I chip in
That's
on
what
that
we
real
are.
That's the
quick?
blessings. Can we get a blessings from Shim Guy real quick?
Just to piggyback off of him real quick.
Yes, sir.
And then shout out to going to school and staying focused. You know, it's a lot of people who go off to college and lose their mind. You feel me? They first time getting that freedom.
Yeah.
You know, they get distracted by the girls or the parties. You know, so if you in there, you know, doing your thing, just big salute to you for staying focused on that.
Yes,
that's,
sir.
That's what it's about, man. So I got my man's Doc Hearn, man, right here. Shout out to him, man. We've been
Shout out to Doc.
on the grind for years, man. And it's just we not stopping. It's just like day one. You know, with
already
everything
know,
that's going on out here, you know, it's really like day one. Because now, as a principal, you got situations where, you know, student can't even come to school to learn. You got to learn from home.
Yeah.
And that's a whole new situation.
Can I ask a question? I know you worried about if some of the kids getting a proper education at home, right?
It's always a concern.
Yeah, see, I know that's tough for every teacher, every principal, every school. Hopefully the future get the right education.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, the parents, of course, you know, you start off, that's your first place where you learn, but now the parent is actually becoming a teacher.
Right, and I think about work and taking care of home. You got to play that in part too, yeah.
Yep, and all of this coming together, I mean, it's going to take everything we have, but we just have to really, I think as a community, we have to stick together and get through this. Because, you know, there's really no other way we're going to get through it. We got to do it together. Right. Yep.
All right. Next to you, next to me.
Shout out to Dead Fresh.
DeadFreshClothing.com. We sell individuality, actually. Probably 1 of 1 or 1 of 5 is the most we sell of anything we make. So ain't nobody gonna be rocking what you rocking. except you,
Exclusive.
pretty much.
All exclusive.
Everything is pretty much exclusive.
One-on-ones.
You know what I'm saying? So anything you see somebody in, that'll probably be the only person you see it in.
I know that's right.
That's good for branding too. If you want to be unique, you definitely want to tap into Dead Fresh Clothing.
I do a lot of work, all kind of unique work outside of just clothes. We can get you all kind of individualized. Believe me. So all we got to do is talk.
How long you been into the fashion industry?
I actually just started doing clothes, like my own line, November. Like around the same time, y'all, as when I really started doing my own line. But I've been customizing people for like the last 10 years. I've been doing logos.
I can vouch for that too.
Design.
Shout out to Smoke Strong.
All kind of work without asking for nobody to tell them about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Word of mouth has been what I've been doing, but now it's time for me to do my own. And I want to see everybody be different.
Right.
I don't want to see
sense.
everybody look the same.
That makes
it don't
sense.
look right to me. So my goal is to make sure everybody is different. So we sell individuality. That's what it is.
Right.
Smooth, like that.
I like that.
Great presentation too.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
So Super T, you decided what you wanted for Christmas?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Money. Money is always good.
I want Robux.
Robux. Okay.
That ain't it.
What you telling her here?
Santa Claus, hopefully you out there listening.
Poppet things.
Oh,
Call
okay.
it Poppet. She collect those like crazy.
Yeah,
She
no
even
kids
got the
like
Poppet
them
purse.
poppets.
I didn't even know they existed.
Pop it purse?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
they got the purse. And you
What?
pop 'em. It's-
I need to pull up
man,
a
you gotta
picture. What
ask,
is a
like,
poppet?
It's just pop. It's different stuff.
Oh, see.
I ask kids, I'm like, what's the new thing?
How expensive is it? I definitely
They're
want
not expensive.
to. Okay, cool.
It's over with this week.
I know, but I got to put everything in the budget. Like, never go over the budget.
My purse is going. We got another one.
No, these kids crazy with Christmas shopping. She want to go shopping after Christmas.
That's the best time. She's smart. Smart. Get that deal, baby. Get more.
There's toys everywhere.
So what's everybody plans for the next year? Like, what y'all got planned for the next year?
My plan is to start in this room and work my way out. I'm trying to catch all of y'all right now
Real.
and get linked up and start working from there and get the whole city by the end of the year.
I like
That's what
that.
about networking, man. Networking, growing.
Individuality. Say it again. Exdo, appreciate you. Yes, sir. That's what we selling. Everybody.
Yes, sir. For me, well, last year kind of pretty much set the tone. We brought the new year in the studio. So because I feel like that's what we're gonna be doing again, because once you, the way you started off is the way it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, the
and
grind
that's
don't
honestly
stop.
what happened this year. Like started it off, it was just hit the ground running. So there's gonna be a lot more growing. Got movies on the way, getting back into my modeling bag, and music for sure. So all things entertainment. I definitely want to tap in and work with some artists, outside of my camp. You know what I mean? Put some shows together. I have been working so hard on the music that I kind of got away from throwing events. I used to throw events a lot, so I'm gonna get back to that. Get back in anything. I'm not turning down nothing but my college. So whatever y'all want to do, let's get it. You know what I
Detroit
mean?
mentality.
That's it. Hustle hard.
How long you been rapping?
Well, shoot, I'm gonna tell you, I honestly been passionate about rapping since I was 14. But last 7 years been all business for me. I make sure all my business is lined up. Own all my masters. Get all the mechanicals, the royalties, everything. You know what I'm saying? So just for everybody, make sure y'all got that business lined up. Make sure
BMIs,
everything,
LLCs,
everything, BDS,
everything.
all that. You want to get them spins when they playing it on podcasts and college radio and all that. Make sure all of that is lined up. Learn the business. You know what I'm saying? Get you a team that's gonna teach you, and definitely that's the first thing you should do, especially your name.
Yeah.
Because if your name ain't even registered, then nothing else matters. Right. So make sure you start there. Get all your business lined up, because a lot of people just think that like the rapper word to me is kind of offensive. Like I kind of run away from it. I'm an artist. You feel me? Right. For me, rapper is more of a hobbyist. You know what I'm saying? So when you say like you're a rapper, it's like no, I'm not a hobbyist. I'm way past that. So for me, it's just all business. Like do what makes sense. I done did everything that I can do in the city. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to tap into the youth. Especially like her age there, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Super T.
It's a lot of talent out here, and just learn that business, man. That's what y'all do. Make sure you learn that business, register right, get you a team that wants you to win,
and
the
business.
Egos and the pride to the side and stuff, it's time out for us to be hating on each other. People support and salute everybody outside of here, we gotta come together here,
That's true.
Like I'm gonna tell you,
That's
when we
real.
was when the trick situation was going on with the big show, okay, you know how they put the flyer up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, Meg Thee Stallion, all money bag, yo. You see all Detroit people rooting everybody else on. I'm like, but what about Polo Frost? What about Saddle? What about Icewear? What about Babyface Ray? All of them hit the stage, but everybody else worried about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what about your home team? You feel me? But it's like people don't support unless it's popular, and we got to get up out of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to start
think
supporting
it's
people
about
out the mud.
support. I just think like we've been up on them before the world was. So it's like since we've been listening to them 5-10 years already, we want to see the people who don't never come to Detroit. You can catch Sada, you feel me, Summer Jams. You can catch Viz, Babyface Ray doing, you feel me, appearances at clubs or strip clubs. So I just feel like, you know, it's not as much hype as around them on a big show because they done already saturated and monetizing this market already.
Understandable.
But listen, you got to support home.
I can understand
you
that.
You got to support
Excellent.
home before you support anything
No,
else.
that's true. That's true.
You got to, like, especially if you want us to support you. So if you want to tap into an artist and say, hey, I want you to perform, but you never support.
Right. You know what? I see
You
them.
can't expect for us to support you if you don't support us.
I see those Detroit hats all over the world in every video.
Everybody outside of Detroit love Detroit except for Detroit. You got everybody sounding like
I
Detroit.
I love Detroit. I think
when
this
I was
table
on the road, we went to St. Louis.
Right.
They sounded like Detroit. We went to Chicago. They sounded like Detroit. Cleveland. They sounded like Detroit.
Shout out
They
Detroit guys.
love us. We come home. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just for real. Like I roll with my city over anybody.
It starts with us to get.
It starts with us.
It starts with us.
I don't even care about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what she eat. Don't make me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm a root for the home team before I root for anybody.
Anybody, you know. And plus, you know, me personally, I like good music, so I don't care who you are, where you're from.
Yeah, shout out to
That's
good
not
music.
What it is,
I
you
hear
know,
that.
I like good music. I
Just
put out good music,
but you know what I can't say? Detroit makes good ass
we definitely
music.
do. And
Like,
that's,
we do.
we are good artists.
We do.
People steal from us every day,
We
all
the
day.
babies
Them
of
top
Motown.
artists
Yeah.
that everybody paying hundreds and thousands of dollars to go see, they steal from us.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they think we're not gonna make it out.
Yeah.
They like, oh, they ain't nobody go hear that no way.
For sure.
So let me go ahead and steal
And
this.
like you say, we
you
just
gonna look
gotta-
up and
that's-
somebody gonna be shimming. You gonna be like,
they
that nigga so
gonna
you know what I'm
shim
saying?
all over the world. But like you say, it's up to us. It's up to us to connect with each other and
but
keep
they
that
gotta
shit
know
going.
where it came from.
Yeah, it's
You
up
know
to
what I'm
us
saying?
to
You
keep it
stole the
moving, for
shell.
us to connect, and like you say, being at this table like we doing right now. That's where it started. You know, we just supporting each other. And then from there, you know, everything gonna come
it's
together,
strength
like
in
you
numbers.
say.
Right.
Yeah, it is for
It's
sure.
strength in numbers, 'cause
We
what I
stronger
can say
together for
is,
sure.
Definitely
when I
strength
was
in
doing
numbers.
things by myself before I got with my team,
For sure.
it was a lot harder. But the
Always.
minute that I got linked in with
Team
somebody
is
who was
everything.
like-minded, it's
Fact.
like it's strength in numbers, but you can't do nothing by
Nothing by
yourself.
yourself. That's true.
Everybody
You
needs
can
a
try.
team.
It's gonna be
Everybody
tough
needs
though. It's gonna be
somebody.
tough, man.
It's gonna be tough.
You know, we're trying to work smarter, not harder. So with
Smarter,
your
not
team,
harder.
Right.
you know, that's why it's a blessing. You know, shout out to We Serious here. I like
Yeah,
the team.
appreciate
That's one
that.
thing I told, you know, my partner over here, who, you know, working with the podcast. I like
Right.
the team here and what y'all got going on.
Appreciate
How
that.
somebody doing
Appreciate
something,
it.
somebody
For sure.
promoting, somebody on the Instagram. You know what I mean?
On that note, shout out to Shoot the Shits. We got Jai here from Shoot the Shits podcast.
Bless
up,
If you want to
Jai?
introduce yourself on We Serious, thank you for coming out.
Miss Jai.
What's going on? Thank you, family, for having me. I got my podcast, Shooting the Shit Saturdays, that you was recently just on.
It was a good time, too.
Yeah, and Miss Aisha, she was just on it as well. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for supporting me. I support y'all family. Every time I come here, it's home, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're always welcome, man. Always welcome.
You always welcome to
That's
come on
family
here.
there. Shoot the
I
Shits.
got my boy Wayne too, my co-host over there.
Shout out to Win.
Wayne, what up,
Great
Wayne?
individual. Tap into him. Great individual. Win. We all gonna win too, sir. Promise.
Yeah, so I'm gonna build on everything and what you've been saying, Peter, and what everybody's saying about what we're doing. My man's here. When we're making moves, as well as what I'm doing as a principal. You know, and you can follow us at Exam Experts on the gram as well. We building programs. I want to see personally coming from the city, just like all of us. I want to see every young person be in business for themselves, just like we got entrepreneurs sitting at this table right now.
Right.
People need to learn how to do this.
I know.
That's what we talking about, building some generation, because you got to learn how to set up your LLC. You have to learn how to do a business plan. You have to learn how to do your marketing and things like that.
Let me ask you. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Everybody don't need to have their own business. We all need to learn how to work together.
That's true.
Everybody
That's true.
can't be the chief.
That's true in that sense.
Not
true.
You know
So we
what I'm
need
saying?
more
But-
unions,
Yeah,
business
we need
unions.
to learn how to work together in
Yeah.
general. But everybody needs to know all of the ins and outs. Of
That's
the
my
business.
point. So
If you
really,
don't
my
have
point
one.
is that
Whether you don't run it or not, you need to know the ins and
there
outs.
it is
That's
right
true.
there. You
That's
may
true.
decide you don't want to run your own, but at least you know how to.
Right,
At
right.
least you know how to, because you never know the way the system is set up right here. You
Right.
might be on your own.
That's true. That's true.
Especially
I
in where
think
we
all
living
been
at
there.
right now, in the, in the society we living in right now, you might find yourself by yourself, and you're gonna have to depend on your own
Right.
ingenuity, your own enterprising skills. You got to know how to make it happen. So that's gonna take some skills.
Let me ask a question since we're here. What is needed in school that's not there? What kind of education? I mean, I know you went off that, and I know y'all got some courses off of that, but what could add to the school outside of what's the norm?
Financial literacy.
Okay, then let's do that. Let's do that, please, world. Let's please
real
add
talk.
that in.
Add that to the curriculum on how to double up, how to take money, how to invest it, how to save it.
Yeah.
You know, how to spend it.
So they should learn credit at an early age.
Very early age.
Yeah, I respect that.
If I would have learned, or if anybody at this table, we'd have
yeah,
learned
you know
about
what?
that meant. If we'd have learned that at 9 years old, think about it. If you learned that in third grade, fourth grade.
I know.
I mean, I can probably attest to that. I think we should have probably learned it earlier, but
Okay.
they taught us that at Cass Tech
they
during
did?
my senior
Shout
year.
out to Cass Tech.
Shout out to Professor James
out
for
to
teaching us
Professor James.
financial literacy on the business curriculum. But actually at Hampton University right now, although I'm not a business major, I'm political science, I actually had a financial literacy course that was a requirement during my math. It was a Math 110 class that I had to take in order to move forward, and they taught us about mortgaging and
smart.
different things of that nature. So shout out to the educational system, but I do agree that we need to push it heavier, especially in the black community, because I feel like we need a strong environment, and I'm glad that we have mentors and strong black men and women pushing us, pushing the young men and women around in the community. But I think if we get some more mentorship, some more mentor groups, some more youth activities that will progress and just help us young people matriculate, whether it comes to not even just education, but just in like daily life things. Some people just want to be heard, and that's why a lot of the crimes can be committed and different things like that, because people feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. So I feel like if we push for a lot of mentorship and things like that, like the principle is, things will get better, especially
show
in the
more
black
concern.
community.
Yeah, show more concern.
That's important.
Yeah,
love is the key. Really, love.
Yeah,
love
it
and
is.
support
Love
is the
is-
key.
it is.
Thank you, Mr. Harrington, for that.
Yeah, I noticed too. If I could just, with this COVID, with this whole pandemic, what's going on? It's dealing with trauma.
Yeah.
And I
Depression and all that.
Yeah,
I
that's.
don't even like that word. That word, that's a made up word. I think it's a mental. Yeah, it's real, but we can.
That's real.
And we can find different ways of channeling it.
Yeah, we have
or
to,
changing it.
I think we have to address it, and we have to understand that what we're going through right now is temporary.
Exactly.
It's
Thank
temporary.
you.
We
Thank you
coming
for
out
that.
of this thing. We're not gonna stay in this, and so we should still continue to plan. Where other people may feel like, you know what, I can't go any further. Yes, we can.
Right.
Yes, we can, because, and you all remember, we know this. If we do our history here in the city, anybody knows that Paradise Valley, Black Bottom, all these areas, these were thriving areas in the city where all of us, our ancestors, our
They
grandfathers,
used to call it Hollywood, I heard.
and we had our own businesses, we had our own clubs, we had everything set up, and it was prospering, it was making money. And just what 75 is right now, when they tore it down, what we know now is 75 used to be all businesses, restaurants, all these other things. And I would like to see us go back to that. It really started in this room. Shout out to what y'all doing here.
Thank you.
Because this is a free voice.
Can I ask you a
That's
question,
true.
sir?
That's true.
Yeah.
What can we do as artists, to help? Because I know I can go inside Cody High and a couple of the teachers and counselors in there was like, telling us that the artists, we're influential, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of the times they'll look up to us, and if we come and say, oh, do this and do, like, we can tell them to do something and they'll do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How can we, assist or help or whatever, what can we do? What do you see on the outside looking in that you would like to see more artists around do, you know what I'm saying, outside of just,
Just, I think, as artists, I think you might have mentioned it, sticking together. Yeah. As a city, we represent for us. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, I'm off of a Hope Academy, where Henry Ford's, of course, Evergreen. Hope Academy's off Elmhurst, living on Elmhurst. So, we had a Boys and Girls Club over there, right, on Collinwood. And so what happened there, and I don't know if y'all communicated, Big Sean, if y'all type
This
with
one
him.
right on Tireman too. He
You know.
my stepdaughters go there, and he come up in there all
So
the
you
time.
know, he
Shout out
built-
to Big Sean,
Shout
too.
out to Big Sean. He built a studio inside the Boys and Girls Club.
Yep, sure did.
Wow, that's amazing.
Podcasts and everything.
He got podcasts, everything going
Teaching
on.
them all of that.
And so one thing I think we can do is like put our resources back into our community and start investing in our young people because that's the next generation.
Exactly.
So I even had a 6th grader, 7th grader. You know, even what we was doing at Henry Ford, you know, they going in and now they producing music at 12 years old. Because Big Sean took his resources, put them back into the hood. He put it right back into the Boys and Girls Club
Like, kinda
over
like,
on
He
Collinwood.
looked at it like this is what
He
was
also
missing
got one
in
in
his
Cass Tech,
childhood
too.
too.
Yeah,
Like
so
what,
shout out.
what we were missing in, growing up, them some of the things, and he's like, okay, well, kids are more creative now than ever,
And
a
all they
lot
need.
of drawing, engineering, and I sit back and I watch my nieces coloring and coming up with stuff. I'm like, oh, you good at when they do the TikToking, they're like, you good at marketing. You already know what to do, like certain stuff. They already know what to do, but they just don't know that's what that's called. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like we should probably come up with some type of high school tour, something like that.
Yeah,
That'll make sense. A high school tour. Definitely makes sense. Shout out to X Dope.
We got Auntie Cheryl over there, the DET.
How you doing? How you doing?
She right behind Cool Maurice. Come get in here, Auntie.
Slide in. Shim, maybe y'all can shim a little closer.
Can I piggyback off her real quick while we on subject?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
want
Go
to
ahead.
I also do the not the podcast. Y'all do the podcast. I do the school tours before COVID. I had I don't know. You might have heard it. You hear me for it? Which one?
Hope Academy. I was at Henry Ford before when Promo was there. I'm at Hope Academy right on.
So the last 4 years before COVID, I was doing a very successful Young Minds in Transition school tour. So I had a lot of support from artists, 42 Doug, Dame Dot, Snapdog, Nisha and Shay.
Shout out.
I hollered at you about it one
the
time.
whole city on there, but it's been shut down this year because of, with the COVID outbreaks, a lot of these kids are spreading it, don't even know they have it. Schools are literally shutting down because they can't contain it. So right now, my program doesn't make sense in the school system to do these school tour
we talked about that.
and stuff. So definitely when it cleans up, when we can figure out
Get it back
In the
on.
spring, it get warm. Go outside.
Oh yeah, outside.
Give them something to do in the
to
summer.
replace it, we did a college run with Wayne State. Shout out Oakland, Michigan. Shout out Michigan State, Western. I'm missing somebody in Eastern Michigan.
Shout out to all the college.
My manager was
Shout out to
Michigan
X-Dope.
State, so y'all might want to
Shout out to
check
Michigan
That's what
State.
I'm ready to get to them schools too. Like I said, I remember hollering at
Super T
Miles.
did
I
some
told
schools
Miles.
with me.
Yeah, she did the last tour before the COVID.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
went on the school tour. I
For
think
sure.
it was a middle school.
She did the middle. She did all of them.
Yeah, so she was
Oh,
on
yeah,
my
she been
art
shimming,
development
yeah, she-
roster, just
She
throwing
way ahead of us. She way ahead of us. Yeah, she
We
shimming.
had
We
middle
got-
schools, we
we
had
got
high
catch up.
schools. I done seen her perform at showcases.
Oh
I
my
done seen
God,
her
he's so
perform at Little Caesars Arena with
Yeah, I like that. I see that.
Nick Lavelle and
Caesar
stuff.
Arena. I
So,
see
I've been
that.
watching her for the last couple years, just watching Super T just grow up in my face and just watching her, speak stronger. I'm just watching her grow up. I'm just like, dang, she make me feel old.
She definitely should. She's talented too, man. I remember,
She ain't talking much. I'm gonna be real. She ain't talking much.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
She been finishing up her mixtape. She
Okay,
had
she
16
working.
songs and she wrote 10 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she working.
And now she doing a movie and she wrote half the movie and we started filming Monday. She directed it.
Right.
And it's coming in the theaters, I think, March, if I'm not mistaken.
Shout out.
That's a blessing.
She working.
That's big.
Excellent, man.
All these great
She
people
working.
from Michigan. Shout out to Michigan for producing all these great people.
Yeah, facts. And that's why I say us coming together.
That's
keep it
her.
going,
We
man.
creators, man. That's what we are. We creators.
Yeah, we are trendsetters.
Shout out to the crew back there, Shim.
The crew
And
back
like you say,
there.
it's a blessing just to like go back to what you saying, like even us just promoting, doing what we doing, like as far as the school, like shout out to you, you know what I mean, and everybody part of that. Like a lot of people don't even know I went to college, you know what I mean. Like I graduated from WC3, I got my associate's degree from there. And I was going for marketing and my music, basically for music and shit. My bachelor's, I mean, you know what I mean, but for business, but. Like you say, it's a lot of other things to be doing and that you can learn. And like you say, it come down to us going like to make it cool. Just like rappers make a lot of other stuff cool, we can make going to school cool too. Because there's a lot of cool things in there that you can learn. It's people. You're going, but like you say, certain stuff you don't learn, like financial literacy. A lot of stuff they don't teach. We gotta get in this table and keep it, like this to learn. You feel me? NFTs. My homie he put me on crypto and shit like that. Like so, this is certain things. it's gonna take us to do, but certain shit we can keep it moving and just keep it, we can keep it cool and just stay promoting it. You know what I mean?
But many times and just getting back to what Peter I said about how artists are influencers, but many times you have the wrong message. I think in today's day and age, in today's day and age, people love the drama, so they're gonna push the rap. Yeah, so they're gonna push the rapper that's talking about negativity and beating up on women. They're gonna push the rapper that's talking. They're not gonna push the rappers that are talking about positive things, right? So I think. Like you said, what can artists do to try to influence the youth? I mean, what if we just started pushing out things that were more, brain food, things that would be, motivational type things. But also, and I know people like to talk about their stories, which is good, but you could also, use that to, help benefit others, because people may be, paint a picture in a positive light. Right. You don't always have to talk about negativity, but the unfortunate thing is that the negative stuff is being pushed. Yeah. So, and my question is to the artists, what can y'all do? Because y'all have the experience. What can y'all do to make sure that your voice is being pushed more heavily than the ones that are talking about?
Before you get to that question, what artists do you have in mind that you say, like, since you don't like to listen to that type of influence music, what artists do you have in mind that you listen to or that you have in mind that you're speaking on as far as positive rap? Like, who are you thinking about or who do you listen to?
Yeah, people that I listen to, like you said, I really don't. I listen to more of gospel type music, more like R&B, jazz type music. Gospel music, R&B type jazz music. A lot of old school music, Frankie Beverly, Aretha Franklin type music.
Let me elaborate on how like you spoke about as far as promoting out, putting out something positive. Let me give you my example of Shem God and why I'm looking like this today.
Yes, sir.
Like, first off, I'm a blessing, I'm a king, just like you are. She a queen. So,
appreciate that.
We all got our own identity that we need to tap into and find no matter what it is. But most people, they not going to listen to you when you own a lot of positive things and a lot of certain things you're going to have to, So this is why you got to entertain them. You got to find, yourself and what you can do to bridge that gap. And then once you catch that attention, then you can promote, what you want to promote, you know what I mean? Or things that you feel is better, you know what I mean? And that's what Shem God is about. That's why I'm working, and that's why, a lot of people love Shem God, man, you know what I mean? And I'm going to come Shem with you, too. That's just cool. We're going to talk.
I usually give back. I give back a lot.
For sure.
But no profit.
That's what I do, P. Dot.
To change the narrative, give back.
I do a lot of fundraisers.
That's what I do.
A lot of backpack drives and things like that, and I don't take $1. Do you hear me? I don't. If I throw events, I don't even charge it. If I like the one event I did, if y'all remember Little London, the little girl that was shot in the head, at the gas station, she was in the car with her mom. She got shot in the head. It was a couple years ago, but I'm really close to her grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And her health insurance was taking care of it. Then they cut it off, but she still needed therapy. She still needed rehab. She had to learn how to walk and do everything all over again. And one day I just heard something like, put together a fundraiser. So I tapped in with her grandmother, like, can I do something? Something on my heart. I want to do something. So
giving back.
I was like, I have pretty much a pull, but I wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? It just was something that was like, do something. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw it. She was on the news a lot, and then out the blue, they was like, oh, we're not covering that no more. So I had reached out to a couple of my people, like, hey, once I got the green light from her, then I was like, let me talk to her mom. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people was monetizing off the little girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to do an event and this and that, and they wasn't doing what they say they was going to do. So I had told her mom, I'm like, listen, I'm not going to take anything I bring, I'm giving it to you. You take care of her, get the rehab, whatever. We're going to do this quarterly. So what ended up happening is, shouts out to DJ Steady Rocky, like, I'm coming up. I'm going to spin for the free. Somebody had donated the venue. One of the balloon girls, she came in and spelled her name out. I had cakes and all the people was donating. Even Miss Cheryl, you know what I'm saying, came through. And then a lot of the artists came through and performed for the love. And we was just taking donations, you know what I'm saying, and raffling off stuff and just gave it to her, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of take in the city. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, support. But it's like, you have to give. So if you are out here saying, I beat women and all that stuff, whatever. If you're influencing, whatever, you got to give back. You got to balance that, bro. Like, you got to balance it. Like, a lot of people don't have it on their heart no more to give. Like, it's out of the normal to give. You know, people like, get in me, take, me, me. And it's like, okay, look around you. It's people around you that's needy every day. You drive past the person that's laying on the curb and be like, oh, dirty ass nigga. You don't even know what his story is. You know what I'm saying? But you stereotyping and judging. You know what I'm saying? People work hard every day and lose their jobs, just like with the pandemic we had. I do hair. Okay, so from March all the way to like July, August, my salon was shut completely down because they shut it down. Like, and it was like, dang, that just came out the blue. Like, okay, Sunday, March 18th, if we catch you working in there, you get $5,000 fine. They shut every shop down. It was like, dang, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But thank God that, you know what I'm saying, I just was like, you know what, God could provide me my needs. You know what I'm saying? And I was covered. But what about the people who you know didn't have a plan B or don't have a support system? And now they out here messed up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you see stuff like, just let it, when it falls on your heart, just act on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It can't just be about
situation, what you got, because it could be a lot worse.
It could be us. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been like, had I not been saving or whatever, I could have been the person out on the curb. Like, damn, have you seen P. Dot? She in the corner on the curb and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And person to say that about me or take Kool-Aid phones out and record me before they help me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need to get out of that too. Like, when you see somebody needs some help, stop recording. Or if you're going to do something for somebody, you ain't got to record or take a picture. Oh, look, I'm giving him $100. Claus. You know what I'm saying? People do that too. That's weird. That's weirdo. Like, stop being weird to me.
That's what Shem got here to tell y'all. Show love.
Show love, y'all.
Show love, bro. Especially if you expect it in return. It's all reciprocal. You got to give, you know, in order to get.
For real. Auntie Cheryl.
How your attitude is when you go into a situation like today.
Come on up here, Auntie.
Come
up over by me, Auntie.
I just didn't want to just come in and take it.
No, they ain't gonna be able to hear you.
You're a part of the show.
You're part of this show.
You gotta scoot up. They ain't gonna be able to hear you.
You have to watch your attitude, and you have to do shadow work. And shadow work is checking your ego, and that's what's wrong these days. You with me?
Yeah.
I got a lot of energy going.
Appreciate it.
You have to watch your ego. We all have an ego. We have 3 different mindsets. Our reptilian mind, we have an emotional mind, and an intellectual mind. And when we get angry, we can't hardly get out of our reptilian mind because our emotional mind wants to feel something. And then today I had the slightest little situation. I've just been doing a lot of self-help, going to therapy, getting back on my feet, walking. I beat them in here today. And it's how you think too. Now, just the other day, I was like, watch something happen. I've been going to therapy, being on time for 3 weeks, getting the weight off, getting my legs stronger. So I was sitting at the gas station, and thank you. And we was going to take care of some serious business today. Someone ended up like ripping Taisha off for 7 G's.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So I'm trying not to get into an emotional thing, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to do it by court. So we were going to finish our court papers, so the fuel pump went out. So I was sitting there, I called my son, he pulled up, I'm in the car with Taisha, and something in my mind said, watch your attitude and watch how you thinking right now. I turned and looked at a lady with a pusher at the bus stop. It was cold. And I was like, I got a son here, a daughter here. I'm in a warm car, a tow truck on the way.
Right.
I'm like, she got to be out here. And she was looking at me. She was looking at how I was handling the situation. You got to handle with yourself too. And then the youth, another thing, we have to help the youth. I'm in the streets. The main thing we have to help the youth is with like Percocet and lean. I just got to be for real. Not our smaller youth.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 15, 16, 17, 18 to 30. Some of my own nephews be on the lean and that. I know you're not drinking coffee.
Please don't do drugs.
She said, I know you're not drinking coffee.
Can't out slick the slick.
It's needed to teach drugs early.
But if we want to, we have to take care of our children. And lean is for people that's on asthma and bronchitis. That's what that's
mismanaging
for.
The drugs.
It's something that's going on inside of them that we haven't addressed, and they're looking at the drugs and listening to the lean music. And I feel a little responsible for gangster music because we all know I had 20 or 30 years of gangster music, but we told stories to get out of the hood per se, or back in my day, rap and hip hop was for you to get out of the drug game and get out of the streets.
You didn't say get in and do it. You said get out.
And not to snitch on yourself in your lyrics.
Yes, and people be snitching on themselves.
What I'm
in the
looking
lyrics
at
too.
is just
Stop
be
snitching
starting
on
my
yourself.
brain.
Stop snitching on yourself.
But it's about us getting all of our minds together as a community, and one of our main focus, we have to be the youth, that 16, 15 to 30. To me, I got children 34 years old, so youth to me is 17 to 34, you know, because they can't hear us. And one of the main things when I was running for mayor, one of the young men said, he was like, Auntie, I want to show up, but we be high all the time. So you got to remind us to come and vote.
Being honest, though.
He was being honest. He was like, Auntie, we be high. You got to remind us to come and vote. You know what I'm saying? So one thing we got to do is help our youth get off the drugs so they can to be received, to be in a millionaire's mind, because you can't be at the right, you have to have your mind ready for that business or whatever, you know?
You know, it starts. It starts with the parents, the principals, the mentors. It starts with us. So we definitely got a big role. Ain't that right, Super T? We definitely got a big role to lead the way for you.
There's nobody, you know, everybody deal with things differently. You just got to pray for them and wish them the best. And like you say, try to give them good information. You know, try to help them. Yeah, you know, try to help them and give them, you know, your input on your opinion. That's all. Try to help as much as you possibly can.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
What you got to say, Mark Mayberry? What you got to say on that?
No, I just want to piggyback on everything I've been hearing. It's all positive. I think going into a new year, you know, we have to keep making moves. And you mentioned something, Auntie. You talked about voting, and so that's one thing. That's where our power is. You know, I mean, we got to really understand how the system works. If you really look at the system, we got to get our people in power, and the way to do that is we got to put them in power.
That makes sense.
And the power of the ballot is still the way it's done in this country. That's the way it is in Detroit, wherever you at. If you get behind the right people, you can make anything happen if you be at the table. A wise person told me, if you're not at the table, you on the menu.
Right. But do your research before you vote. Don't just vote for anybody. Don't follow. Like, actually do your research on who you want in office. You know, it definitely matters.
And in Detroit, let me interject here. You have to, not only do we got to vote, we need people like you all to take over these seats, because the people that we have there in the Department of Elections all the way to the mayor's office is straight corrupt. No, seriously. So when we vote, we voted this time, our vote didn't count because our Department of Elections said they want a third term, and then our mayor's department said they want a third term. Right now, they just opened up my account from the Department of Elections, my bank account, because the mayor just got certified. We had this in November. They're still counting votes. The political people are still calling me saying, Cheryl, where are you? I am they broke my spirit. What I witnessed,
she was running.
They broke my spirit. What I witnessed was just horrible from the top to the bottom. So we, not only that, people at this table, you need to start running for office because we can trust you. People that's in the Department of Elections getting 3 terms, and what I think is going on in our voting, because while we talking about it, just to let you guys be aware, is they didn't even consider our votes these last elections. They're recounting Mayor Duggan's votes. They're recounting Janice Winfrey votes. We have 4 women on the ballot this year from the city of Detroit that was running for mayor. That was Maya Jones, Baumner, even though she's Republican, me. Then in May, we look up and our names off the ballot, and it's 17 people we ain't never seen voting on the ballot for mayor.
I want to ask you a question too.
That politics is something else.
Not only that, the reason that this is important is because the conversation is different. I was at a meeting with my mom and stuff, and I had to stand up and say something. I wish all y'all was there. The only thing they was talking about was fixing downtown and everything like that. Like, I literally stand up and cry because I was like, somebody just got shot last night and y'all talking about money. What about our youth? The conversation is totally different. It's about downtown. It's
the
about
billions of dollars that we supposed to
get.
get.
We don't have control over that conversation.
It's not about,
that's why I said I want, like, she more
into the political. I'm like, I just want to know, like, what do you think in the next 10 years, what's going to happen in the world? Like, what do you think with the government?
If we don't stand up.
If we don't stand up, first of all, I'm glad everybody is in here, so I'm gonna hold everybody responsible for this knowledge.
Let them push you out.
When we leave, I'm holding everybody responsible, just like every head of household, I held them responsible for taking their family out to vote, even though we knew the Department of Elections was doing some fraudulent stuff. It was a learning experience. First of all, especially us in the hip hop community, when I'm in California, I get paid for just to sit in these type of meetings. The reason why we're not getting paid is because our block grants are not being given to us. Our leaders are taking our block grants. Each block get millions of dollars every year. I go to Ferndale, I go to Southfield, I go to Bloomfield, I send on those meetings. They got their money in September. They talked about what they was gonna do for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the way up to February. Each block, your block that you live on, receives millions of dollars every year from.
So where is that money at? Where does it go?
Your local. Okay, so where it goes is, okay, so when you spend money at a gas station and a store, where you think the money go to? It goes to the mayor's office. The lottery goes to the state. The state dwindles down that money to the mayor's office. So what happens is, in our community, our local leaders had got loans from Blue Cross Blue Shield, these people, so our block grants are going back to them. Nobody's doing us any favors. First of all, they don't want you to know that we own this land. This is our land. We own the land. People thinking about houses when we own the land. So back to the block grants. We are all supposed to receive money for arts. We haven't received money from the state for arts in 14, 15 years. We did for a few minutes when you start seeing movies on 6 Mile. It's all political. And then that's when Schoolcraft College had that funding from the government. It was just for a few years we were able to receive money for arts. We supposed to receive money to do our community. This is why I want We Detroit. Until our hip hop world, our music industry is together, and we're receiving the millions of dollars that we're supposed to be receiving, that Motown did. In any other city, you get money to do that. When people ask you what's the budget, the reason why we can't answer it in Detroit because we didn't receive our funds. We didn't receive our funds, and so either we're gonna have to put our funds together, which is hard for us to do. That's hard to do because we gotta rent out this place over here, rent out that place over here, pay this DJ. So our funds are running low. It's not that we don't want to do things together. It's we don't have enough of a budget to do that. Like if I was in a meeting in California, I'd be getting paid $1,500 for this because this is called consulting. We're all consultants. So the only way that we're getting paid right now, and I hope, and then this is what makes me so frustrated, because a lot of us really got the legislations passed years ago for people to get paid for performances and showcasing. Yes, your royalty checks start off small, but you get paid at a rate. Some people get paid $200 a song now. It's $400 every time you do a song. But see, when I'm in other cities, it's an agenda. I'm like, I'm tired. We're tired. We stay in Detroit so we can get a rest. When I'm in California, it's like Monday is a show for the afternoon. Monday is a show for the evening. Tuesday we on am I right or wrong? Tuesday we doing something. Our family gives the, what is it, Coachella? Our family just don't give Coachella once a year. That happens every month, don't it? We so tired of it because it's an event. We couldn't have the concert the other day because one of our homies got cut up before the event and we have to cancel it out. So the crime not just in Detroit. It just seemed like these days, if you in the music industry, you gotta die to be there. That's crazy. And I'm just totally confused about it.
So to come together more, we can create more revenue for everybody. Come together more.
No doubt, but I got one for y'all. And I mean, we've been here all our life, but I'm gonna tell y'all, just like they built downtown up.
Yes.
Now this is something that we all know, but I know because in the area moving around the city, over in the Linwood, Dexter, Davidson area, Broad Street, Elmhurst, the city, they put in the hundreds. They got all kind of houses over there. but they're putting money back into the city in that area.
That's smart.
If you do your research, everybody, I'm saying it right now, if it's done but family in the room and those that are checking in with us, right in that area, right over there, Russell Woods, Narren Park area, over there, if you go down Davidson by Dexter, you see they putting in new parks. They putting in, anybody go up on Livernois Davis, you see that new park up on Davis? Wherever you see barrels, wherever you see new parks, you know new housing's coming. So I would say just like downtown, when they would say downtown Detroit was gonna be nothing. Remember they said that? It was nothing. You couldn't do anything. They was busy buying it up. Now look at it today. If we can get in early now, you can buy a house right over there in that hood for $1,000.
You know what it sounds like? They manipulate us to walk away from our own land.
Now you got it.
I see what you're saying.
See, they shut the schools down.
Shout out to you.
The schools, it was done for a purpose. Now, let me tell you about the parks. Okay, so that was another bond program that came. Mike Duggan had nothing to do with that. That's a federal program.
Right.
But let me tell you this. I'm probably about the only person in the city that can have an event at the park for free because I just ain't having it. If you go to the park and do your event now, you gotta pay. You gotta pay $750 for a permit. They just scared to mess with me.
Mike Duggan came and cut the ribbon at my park, and then when he left,
he charged the seniors $100. They were afraid to tell me because we were all there, and the cameras was there, and the news was there, and I was a candidate for mayor at the time, and I was wondering why the seniors was acting weird. And then Mike, I had no words for him. I was just looking at him like, "You're weird." His little 2 CIA agents, and they hit our car on the way out. Mike Duggan hit my car on the way out. He didn't even. He was so scared. He was so scared. Because I usually welcome him and say hi, but then they told me they was like, before we can have the event, he made us write $100 check to use the marquee that they were sitting under.
Shout out to Detroit.
So
shout out to
I think we just gonna ask the same question.
Like if you had the opportunity to buy a house for $1,000 over in this area where you got a lot of homes in there that's abandoned homes.
Okay.
Like we need to go in and buy out that property before somebody else from outside the country or outside the city buy up the property because we know where everything is in our city.
And we have the opportunity to do.
We got the opportunity. It's a window right now, but in 24 months
it may close.
It may close up. I'm just saying everybody right now.
So can we get loans to buy land?
No, well, this is the thing.
Or if a bunch of us came in and co-signed, could we actually buy it as a unit?
No, you got to be careful about the property in Detroit because you go and buy that home for $1,000 and first of all, the city of Detroit owes $600 million in taxes. And property taxes.
Well, the reason why I asked, I know we're not a dying city. I know that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Those people
it go back to
were
you having your
illegally
team
put out of their homes. So those people have lawsuits in the city of Detroit getting their homes back. So what is happening is you're going to get a home for $1,000. Then here come the real owner, because don't forget that person still got that deed. And so that's why the Detroit Land Bank needs to be dissembled, because the Detroit Land, some of the properties came from the Michigan Land Bank. Okay. So my property went to the Michigan Land Bank for 15 years. I just got my property from the Michigan Land Bank, and then the Detroit Land Bank said we own it, and then here it is. I'm so smart, I'm not having it. Run me my quick claim deed and stop playing. First of all, where's the $600 million in property taxes that Wayne County Treasurer owe the residents? That's why I said when I run for mayor, or when I was running for mayor, or what we should do is call the no bandos.
No bandos.
We should fix those properties up. You don't need to pay to move them in. Just move in. All these people homeless and people need.
And keep the rent affordable.
And show people how
now
to
we're just occupying them.
That's why I want to know.
Show people how to maintain their home.
Because I want help. Because I bought a property. You know what I mean? I'm fixing it right now. I'm in the midst. So I'm like, I want to learn and know what need to be done. Like I want to get some loans and grants, or if I could, to fix it.
Well, you got to be careful. Because you own the. First of all, when you get a property on the land, forget the house that's on it. First of all, we own this land, and we'll talk about stuff like that in other podcasts about the French and British Revolution in Detroit and how this is.
You know what? Back then, a weapon was a weapon, but a book is a weapon now. Definitely need books.
Much love.
Much love too. Appreciate you.
I'm down for the next one, though.
Cool. That sounds good. Brief intermission.
Hey, before we wrap up, Super T got her crew over here.
Yeah, that's what I want to get on.
These her signed artists to her label.
Oh, hey, how you
Y'all
doing?
introduce yourself.
Are they twins? Sister girls. Sorry, sister girls. How you doing today?
Sister girls.
My name is Mamar.
Mama, how you doing?
My name is Mamar, and we the Sister Girls.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Sister girls in the building.
Yeah, they signed. They with Super T label TGR, which is T Gang Records.
T Gang, shout out T Gang.
It's 2 more artists missing, but y'all see them around. Trust me.
Super. Can I ask Super T what guidelines? If she got any guidelines for her label? Like anything you want for your artist? Prosperity is a big word, but I know you want to say that. Prosperity.
I think with her label situation, it's more based on making sure all the kids are not feeling like they're slave artists, but knowing that they're bosses.
Creative control.
Yeah, so they got the rights to their masters, and they're good on their publishing and the BMIs and everything like that. So I teach her how to go down the contracts and how to make sure every artist is comfortable.
Shout out to you, Pops.
So instead of her making it like she got 80%, they get this.
Yeah.
We making it a partnership. So it's like she got 60, they do 40. So that way everybody is moving as a boss and nobody is left behind. So that's what I'm trying to teach all of the kids, and she got like 30 kids behind her, so she do the rest.
You know what?
She about to turn the ship.
We all talked about mentorship, so I tip my hat to you for the mentorship.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But these ladies can talk more for y'all. They also in Super T new movie coming out, Halo Mama. So y'all can say something else. Y'all want to say something else? Y'all Instagram? Y'all something else?
Team Gang Squad.
Tell them the name of y'all song.
I know they're getting shy right now.
We got a new song called Jump. And you can follow me on Instagram called sistergirls_mar_mare.
So what y'all working on? What y'all got going on?
Our new song called Jump.
New song called Jump. Okay, so y'all working on it. Y'all got a mixtape coming out?
We working on it.
Y'all working on it.
We in Super T new movie. And we working on a concert.
Okay, where's the concert? Where's the first date? Can we expect the first, like?
I'm putting together the dates for that.
Okay.
I don't know where Miles is, but he gonna actually host the concert. We're gonna have the concert in March. I'm not just trying to have any concert for the kids. I'm trying to have a concert with all the kids and come out and have fun and meet their favorite T Gang artists and sign autographs and T-shirts and stuff. So
Where can we find Super T and the artists? Both artists, are they on all platforms right now?
yes.
Oh, sweet.
T got a new song out right now. It's called T Gang Bop. Features Dope Boy Clay.
T Gang Bop.
Yeah, that's out right now.
Okay,
shout out to Dope Boy Clay.
Okay, we're gonna continue this. We're just gonna take a little quick break, and we're gonna continue this.
Sounds good.
2 hour special.
Yeah, 2 hour special. All right.
2 hour rate, y'all.
So let's give it 5.
Make a move, make it matter. Yeah. Forget the rest.
How y'all feeling that?
You're rocking with the best radio station on the planet. SDM Live Unplugged.